While solar energy systems are a safe and reliable source of power for millions of homes and businesses, as with any electrical system, proper installation and maintenance are essential to ensuring safety. One potential fire risk comes from the MC4 connectors at the end of a string of panels. MC4 connectors allow DC cables to connect to each panel and onto a central inverter. The risk comes from an electrical arc fault that can develop if there's a mistake assembling the final MC4 at the end of a string, or if different brand connectors are mismatched through installation. We only use the original Staubli branded MC4 connectors, which are also the ones used by most solar panel manufacturers. You'll find there are many replicas of the MC4 connector on the market, of varying quality. As they're a critical part of the system, we will only use the best connectors on the market. If the authentic MC4 connectors are fitted properly by experienced installers, then these connections are not something to worry about. However, I want to share with you a solution developed by Viridian Solar that gives peace of mind and keeps your building protected against the fire risks if there are any issues. The solution that Viridian has developed is a patented product called ArcBox. This is an ArcBox, and as you can see, it's a hinged box. The MC4 connection sits inside the box with DC cables feeding in and out either side. The DC connector is suspended in free air between the cable sealing grommets at each end, and there are ventilation and drainage ports at the top and bottom to keep the connector within its operating temperature limits while carrying its rated current and prevent the accumulation of moisture around the connector. When the MC4 connection has been assembled, you simply put it in the ArcBox, make sure the cables are sealed, and then snap the enclosure shut around the connector. Electrical arcing occurs when electricity jumps from one connection to another. It's very energetic and results in incredibly high temperatures, far in excess of the melting temperature of metals. Painstaking research by engineers at Viridian Solar has resulted in the development of new manufacturing technologies that can form the complex shape required for ArcBox from materials that are found in crucibles and furnaces. When Viridian developed the product, they got the effectiveness tested and verified independently by the Kiwa Fire Test Laboratory and Loughborough University. So, do you need to install ArcBoxes for your solar installation? Well, the answer is that you're not going to know until it's too late. We'd always recommend it, particularly for commercial solar systems where the DC runs are typically much larger and higher current, with significantly more MC4 connections required over the entire system design. We recently used them on the solar installations that we did at Basingstoke Golf Club and at Hansgrohe's UK headquarters in Warwick. ArcBoxes are just one of the measures that we regularly take for DC side protection in line with RC62 solar PV fire safety recommendations. If you have a residential building and are looking at getting solar installed, then we'd recommend getting ArcBoxes as well. And they're something that we're starting to roll out more and more for the homeowners that we install solar for, especially for in-roof systems where the MC4 might sit under a roof tile where it's surrounded by very combustible materials. Ideally, you'll want two ArcBoxes for each DC string, one for the positive side and one on the negative side. They don't cost much at all, and we supply and install them for around £50 per string. That's £25 per ArcBox. The ArcBoxes typically sit at roof level, attached to the rails on the mounting systems, as you can see on the screen now. They also work with other mounting types such as building integrated systems like Viridian's Clearline Fusion system, or flat roof and ground mounted systems. Thanks for watching, and if you're within 3 hours of Reading, please do get in touch with Spirit Energy, and either myself or my colleagues will give you a bespoke technical quotation that is tailored to your needs and maximises the return that you're getting from your solar and battery.